Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Java Classified. In today's session, I am going to tell you how to remove the containers using Podman command in the Windows system. And for the setup part, if you didn't see my previous video or set up the Podman and pulling the images, running that images, checking the logs and restart, restart, stop and start command, you can watch my previous video. So you need to go our YouTube channel Java Classified and go to playlist section. In the playlist section, you will see Podman related collection. So you need to watch all the Podman related videos if you didn't watch my previous video for the setup parts and pulling the images and so on. So let's see today's session for removing the containers using Podman command. So first we need to open the window, we need to open the cmd command. So for opening the cmd, I'm going to press Windows R button from the keyboard, and here we need to type cmd, then we need to enter it. So I'm just entering it. Let's see. Yeah, now cmd is open. You can see my screen. I'm just cleaning my screen. Now first we need to check the podman machine status. So there is a command podman machine ls. So you can watch, that is the Podman machine name, Podman machine default. That is the by default provided by the Podman machine when you will set up the Podman. And if you see the status, right now it is running. So we need to clean this screen. So I'm just typing CLS and entering it. Now I'm going to check all the images. How many images are available right now? You can see right now three images are available. One is Nginx and other one is the JDK and other one is the Olamma. You can see in my screen. So I am just going to open Nginx. Nginx. This is the Nginx. Okay. So I am just cloning these images because first we need to run these images. Right now if you see, there is no running container. Okay, that is the old one. It is running, so I'm not going to touch this running containers. I'm just going to run nginx ingress. So for running this one, we need to know all the information of that images like port number and so on. So I'm just going to put this one in the Chrome browser to knowing all the details. So right now not going to check this one. Okay, so I'm just going to checking podman inspect. This command I will explain in upcoming videos. So I'm just typing this image id. Let's see, it will show you all the related information of the images. So I'm just checking the port number cmd, that is daemon, and what is the port number 80. This is the port number which it will expose. So I'm just going to run this command. So there is a command for running these images, podman run -d, then -p, that is the port number which I'm going to run this one. This is the internal port, this is the external port of the images, and we need to pass our image id or image name. So I'm just passing this one. Let's see what will happen. Okay, now let's see running images status. Right now it is not running, and you can see it is exited. You can see in here. Adoring gate. Okay. You can see it is stopped just. It is not running. So I'm just going to checking the logs. So there is a command and we need to pass this container ID in here for checking the log. You can see Kubernetes service for that is a different thing. So I'm not going to run this images. I'm just going to Chrome browser because that is Kubernetes related. So I'm not going to touch that one right now. I'm just going to check another images for that one. So I'm just using Nginx. You can see, so this is the command which we need to pull these images. So I'm just using this command docker pull nginx stable traxi. So I'm just going to use podman pull and command name image name. Now it will pull that images from the docker hub registry. So just wait until it is not pulling these images. Once it will pull from the docker hub registry to the local, then you will see that images as well in your local machine. So let's wait. I'm just opening another CMD or checking the images. So in here I'm going to check Podman images. How many images right now available? In here right now it is not showing that images. Let's see again. Now you can see that is available, which just pulled it. You can see in previous CMD. So I'm just going to run these images. So there is a command you can see in the Docker Hub registry nginx. In here, this is the command which we need to put it. So I'm just going to use this command. So in here, podman run hyphen d hyphen p. So I'm just going to put 8080 like that. Let's see which port 80 port it will run. And now we need to pass container ID or image name. So I'm just going, sorry, image ID or container name we need to, image ID or image name we need to pass in here to run that images. So I'm just going to run this one. Let's see. Now it is running. Let's see what will happen. Yeah, you can see it is just run. You can see here 4 seconds. There you go. It is a. We can also check Podman PS now. In here you can see it is running and Podman logs hyphen f and we need to pass container ID in here. So this is the container ID. Entering it, you can see it is a and it is it is exposed 99090. So I'm just going to Chrome browser. In here typing http colon 9090. So let's see what will you can see. This is the our by default page. Right now it is running. So I'm just stopping this command. So you can see right now it is running. So I'm not going to stop this container right now. This container I'm not going to stop it. I'm just going to remove this running container. So if you want to remove the running container, then first you need to stop that container, then you need to use podman rm and container id or container name so that it will remove, otherwise it will give error. Right now it is running, so it will not going to remove that container. I am just using the podman rm and passing the container id. You can see in my screen it will not going to remove because this container is running right now. So for removing that container, container must be stopped, otherwise it will not going to remove. So you can see in here it is giving a error message. As here it is pointing error can't remove container, that is the container ID, and as it is running or paused, container can't be removed without force, container state improper. So I am just going to also add hyphen f. Let's see if I am passing the podman podman rm and hyphen f and container id, then it will forcefully first it will stop the running container and it will remove that container. You can see now there is only one container is running right now because I have used hyphen f command. So that's why it will forcefully remove that container. If you are not going to remove forcefully that container, then it will not going to remove running container. If that is stopped, then it will remove. So I'm just going to again run this container, run this images. So this is the image name, that is nginx. You can see in my screen. I'm going to run this contain this images. You can see right now it is up. Now I'm just going to check container it is running or not. You can see it is running now. So I'm just going to remove this container. You can see it is not going to remove, so I'm just going to stop this container by using podman stop and container id. Now it is stopped. You can see podman ps. Now I'm going to check podman stopped container information and running. You can see it is stopped. You can see in my screen last one. You can see that is stopped. So I'm just going to remove this container, stopped container. So I'm just using podman rm and container id. You can see it is removed because this container is already stopped. If container is not stopped, then you need to use podman podman rm hyphen f and container id or container name. Otherwise, it will not going to remove. If you are just using simple command podman rm and container id or container name, then it will not going to remove. So you if that container is running, then you need to use podman rm hyphen f container id or container name, then it will going to remove. If that container is already stopped and you want to remove that container, then you need to use podman rm commands. So thank you for watching this video. If you like my video, so you can subscribe my channel, then you will get the further update in upcoming videos. Thank you. I'm just cleaning my screen.